let's see here. We're gonna skip the Dragon's Lair today, and then go straight for the main event. Where is the main event? Let's see here. It's not as traumatic. Silence. Let me pull that down a little. There we go. None. Hey, there it is. Look, Ulysses in the Golden Fleece. Yeah, extra mild. Here's a hint of my extra mild surprise. What's that? It's pretty dumb. Ulysses in the Golden Fleece. Does anyone remember what was going on with this game? I do. We are at the Cyclops. And what is the Cyclops doing? He is drinking our wine and crushing our bones. There's wires everywhere. Okay. So, let's restore our game. We are on the island after the Island of the Storms. We hurried past the Siren Island. Because, I mean, I guess we should have gone to it just to see what it said. But, letter A. Just to see how we died there. But, there's a small tree trunk on the floor. So this is post-wine. So get drunk. Got some scribbles on the wall. I'm not sure if, like, our game's breaking or if that's just... I mean, what is that, really? Let's see. What we're trying to do is we're blocked in here by a rock. The Cyclops took our wine, and he's off getting grapes because we told him we could make more wine with grapes, which, while true, is not exactly accurate. So he crushes our skull when we don't make wine for him. Ironically, if you give him wine, like, he doesn't... Anyway. He doesn't seem all that interested. Because I have 2 bottles. What we want is Hercules. Open. Tell Hercules. Have we tried this? I don't know how to tell someone. Gosh darn it. I think what we may try is once we get the Cyclops back in here and he crushes our skull, we might try to give him stuff other than wine. Maybe that's like just a red herring. Maybe we're not supposed to give him wine. Maybe we're supposed to poison the wine. Do we have poison? That was the other game. We had a poison apple. Who did we give that poison apple to? Who did we kill in that other game? Does anyone remember? Oh, it was the pig. We killed the pig. I remember now. In The Wizard and the Princess, there was a wild boar in an arena, and we fed it the apple because we're terrible people. He didn't want to be in the arena any more than we did. I mean, goodness gracious. Oh, it's awful. Try not to kill animals here on the Routier stream. Where in the heck is my audio? I wanted to just double check because it updated. Cool, this time it updated. It did not delete everything. Brilliant. So I probably sound just as bad as usual, but not worse. How do we talk to her? Ask Hercules. Ugh, my Yuki. That reminds me, I bought a small little like a button keypad so that I could control OBS with it. That way I won't have to have the OBS screen up, and I don't have to use my mouse. I can just push buttons or like be right back or whatever. And my computer's so old. It uses USB-C, and so I need a C to A converter because my computer doesn't have any USB-C. So not in effect today. We'll get that set up for tomorrow, for Tuesday. Yeah, fancy. Hope y'all are having a good night, Jorf, and P.S. You love me. I am. I had some crazy work stuff where I actually had to work on the weekend for the first time in like 4 years, but it wasn't so bad. It's just tedious. So I got that all done. So I feel pretty good. Too fancy, that's right. Way too fancy for me. What's funny is my computer runs even the most like modern games, and it's the squiggle is back. That's right, Mysterious Vesta. We just gave some wine to our Cyclops friend, and we're still trying to figure out how to get Hercules to move this rock. I'm thinking I may start. We focused in on the wine so fast. Maybe I should try giving him other things. So we're gonna try that once he comes back and bashes our skull in. We're gonna try to give him some other stuff. Let's see. No, I try to tell Hercules. What about talk? So talk works as a verb because we've talked to the guard. Talk Hercules. I don't understand that. Okay. Talk through? No. There's our friend. He gave us some grapes. Look, grapes. No. Oh, darn. Give trunk. I was trying to give it to Hercules, actually, not the Cyclops, but what's in our inventory? Oh, use sword. The tiny sword has no effect on the Great Cyclops. Or would have no effect, sorry. Well, that's given up before you try, isn't it? What about the rock? Have we tried that? Used rock? Throw rock. I feel like if we hit him in the eye with a rock, it would be very traditional and a good solution, but it's not working here. Even if we do knock this guy out, we still need Hercules to move the rock anyway, so we'd be trapped in here nonetheless. Look there, not look. Inventory. Actually, let's look Cyclops. Sometimes they hide clues in their descriptions. Well, that's not a clue. Inventory. It looks mean. A note. Oh, what if that? We haven't tried our secret word in a while. Even worse, I keep forgetting. My men are so hungry that to keep themselves alive, they've cooked my body and chopped me into fillets in front of the Cyclops, I might add. Which must have been quite alarming, even for a gentleman such as this. I mean, imagine if you, like, I don't know, what's a good example? Like, say you rounded up a bunch of squirrels and you're contemplating smashing them, but then they cannibalized one of their own. Oof. Probably let the others go. Yes, I have meat in my body. Let's restore the game before that. Because that's the save I made so that we could just keep trying stuff, and it's past sort of the point of no return, as it were. So I think save game number 5. No, number 6. Here it is. Because there's a 6 and a 6C, and 6C is for Cyclops. I remember that. Okay, but I also screwed up, so we're gonna have to fix this. I put it in the wrong drive, so I just loaded from the same one as last time. Okay. So let's try this again. Restore game. A drive. There we go. Yeah, we're outside the cave. Let's see. guess we can go in the cave. You hear a sheep's cry from inside the cave. I like that it made us hungry just before we got here. And then, now we hear sheep, so of course, go cave. As your crew, your crew is following you. As you enter, you hear a loud laugh. A Cyclops has come in and caught you pilfering his sheep. Caves make people hungry, yes. Yes. And then you hear sheep, and you're like, mutton? I would say yes. Let's do it. Of course, then the Cyclops gets you and holds his fist like he's about to roll some dice. But I assume he brings that down on our heads when he gets mad. So let's give Condor. No. Give sword. No. Give note. No. Give... What else do I have that's interesting? Rope? Seems silly. Oh no! I have a pretty big concern that because there's a few things that we don't have, right? We gave the gems to the dragon. Do we have to? I don't know. We can throw dust in his eyes. Then we don't know how to deal with Pluto, but I mean, there must be a way, possibly. I don't know. There's also the lantern, which we didn't purchase at all. You never know. Usually if I get stuck and someone has info, we get like very mild. We've only had to do it twice so far on any of the games. Once was Wizard and the Princess, where you can kill this snake, but what you're supposed to do is ask him for or you help him by removing this rock from his tail, and he tells you how if you hiss, you'll turn into a snake, which is not something that I would have figured out, because every snake up to that point you bonk over the head with a stick, so I just, business as usual, right? And then the last time was, they gave me the tip that we probably needed the wine, because I hadn't been buying the wine, so. Yeah, not just yet, but probably if we wander around this island for another hour or so, we'll be getting a real mild hint. So, yeah. And, also, if you don't know at all, you absolutely can just guess anything. So, of course, that is the honor system, and I'm not very, what's the word? Even if it seemed like someone new, I mean, other than kind of being like, it's not a big deal. Let's see. What's in my inventory? The wine. I mean, he's so excited about the wine. What about the coin? Give coin. He just shakes his head. Give... wax. That seems stupid. What if I talk? Can I talk to him? Talk, Cyclops. What have you offer me? Or what have you to offer me before I make a meal of you? Alas, give wine. I don't. This is good. What do you need to make more? Oh, what if I say something he doesn't know? I don't have to say grapes. I could just say anything. I need more sheep. I mean, right? Like, he loves the wine. I could be like, bring me a big beer, and I'll kill you with it. Let's just say sheep. What is he? No, I don't know. We say grapes. I'll return shortly. A little break from reality here. South. Move boulder. What's it say when we fail at this? It's too big for you to move. Alright, Alright. Say, thesaurus. We're gonna look up into thesaurus words for say. These are no good. Say is like stuff like mention and things it's doing. We want talk, maybe. Synonyms for talk. None of these are any good. One of the first things we got stuck on was we got to the boat and I couldn't figure out how to go into the ocean. And so we used a thesaurus for like a boat going into the ocean, like casting off, I guess. And one of them was shove off. And the answer was not shove off, although shove off works. So it was one of the answers, but the answer was go ocean. That most people say in walkthroughs. Someone told me afterwards, once we found shove off on our own, they're like, actually, when I looked it up, it said go ocean. But I love that shove off of all things, and it was like the 6th or 7th thesaurus thing we did, like down the list. So I typed in shove off, not ever expecting it to work, and we appeared in the ocean. I was like, it's shove off. I was happy to hear, though, go ocean. That seems much more reasonable for someone to come up with. Yeah. But it's funny that they chose shove off to work, but not cast off or other things like that. But yeah, you never know. Gosh. Fuck Hercules. Shoved it, yeah. Wait, still, it's like pirate talk. Yar. I don't know. Hide. What? Try not to get eaten by my crew. What if I choose like someone from the crew for us to cannibalize instead of me? Look, crew. They look rugged. Good to have on your side. Well, if only I knew. Attack giant. Or whatever. Kill Cyclops. How? I don't know. With... Oh, right. The men ate me. Actually, it looks like maybe the Cyclops killed us that time, because I think it ends differently than men when they turn me into fillets and eat me, but... I'm not sure. It went by pretty fast. And the game freezes once this happens, so you have to sort of just restart. I don't know if that's typical on the actual hardware, or if that is just our experience here. Oh, man. But here, let's go in the store. I don't remember if you've ever seen this. So in the store... once you go talk to the king, you get a bag of gold and a bag of silver. The bag of gold is to hire the sailors. Not the note. I'm sorry. Read sign. Yeah. And the bag of silver is for this. Mix or match. By the way, you cannot match as far as I can tell. That would be horrifying, though, if you needed like 2 waxes and 3 wines or something. That's terrifying. But as far as I can tell, you can't actually match. You can only mix any 7. But there's 8 items, so you have to just guess. I guessed wine because I felt like they were trying to entice me into buying the wine with that 3-for-1 deal, so I thought maybe that was sort of a reverse psychology. Yeah, I was wrong. Obviously, we did need the wine. But right now, we're running without the lantern, so that's our current. And for no other reason than I just... it's either the flint or the lantern we don't need, or the sword, because we've used wax and rope and leather. Oh, and wood. So it's wood, lantern, or flint that we don't need, I think. Did we use the sword? You know what? Maybe also the sword. So we only know for sure we need the wax, rope. Actually, no, we haven't used the rope either, because we really just used the leather. We've only used leather, wine, and wax. There we go. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's restore our game, and let's wander around the island a little and see if there's something we can find. before we end up having to start over. As is very common in a Sierra game. Where's my map? I have a map around here. It's not very fancy. It's essentially that. It just has, like, if it says jungle, it's a J. If it's the cave, it's a C. If it's the cage, it's a C. So it's not exactly high fidelity. But like if we go south, it should say dense jungle, and so that's a D. No, lost. Is that an L? Maybe that is an L. My writing's not exactly the best. But so that's an L, and then south of there is should be jungle again, but you never know. Yeah, just regular jungle. And then let's go east, because this is sort of the side we haven't looked at very much. Wandering, yeah, that's a W, that's what I got. So if I go west again, I mean, not west. I keep doing the wrong, I want to go that way. Well, it's that way for y'all. Oh, I can't. Okay, what about south? Can't go south, can I go north? I can go north. So north of there, if you think about it, because what we did was we went north, west, south, east, north, or south, south, east, north, I think. Anyway, we should be on the same slice as the cave, so we're not, obviously. West, okay. Yeah, but now we're back at that lost in the jungle, right? So that's sort of like the map's not exactly, there's like two squares, one with a cave, one that we were just on, sort of on the same tile if this is an even map. So stuff like that's common in these, which makes mapping not super hard, but a little more tedious. Ah, where the lion sleeps. Yes. There was a lion in Wizard and the Princess, and I don't remember how we found out. I think it was an accident. I just tried to give him everything. You know what the lion wanted? To go away in the Wizard and the Princess. No spoilers if you don't want them, but no. You get rid of the lion by giving him a loaf of bread. A loaf of bread. You know, every lion's favorite. Those are harpies. The harpies look terribly vicious. But a loaf of bread. I'm not sure if that's a normal thing for a lion, but it seemed kind of weird to me. Hawk man. Look man. He looks frightened and undernourished. Sandwich bread, yes. He looks pretty... He looked pretty, well, he was drawn like this game, so he, yeah. Look, Cage. Cage is old but sturdy. Can we just open Cage, or... The harpies won't let you attack, or no. Use sword. So here's what I don't understand. So I use the sword and the harpies fly out of my reach. So while that's happening, open the cage. This is my thought, but I think what it wants me to do here is go get that big branch because it says it has some mighty reach or some nonsense like that, which makes me think it means I can whack these guys. Or maybe I can just fly. Not enough wind current to fly. What about west of here? No. North of here? No. East? That's sort of where we came from. So I'm just heading to sort of blank places on the map to see if... Because usually if I try to go somewhere, I'll draw like a little squiggle to show it's a wall. So I don't think I ever tried to go west, or I didn't mark it. But now I know I cannot go west. Okay. I can't go south here either, I believe. Because I do have a squiggle there. Possibly, but see, those, while those look like demons, they're harpies, which I believe are like bird women, right? What's a harpy? Bird woman, yeah, harpy. That's half human, half bird, anyway. But yeah, those don't look like any harpies I've seen. Those look like your classic demon. That's really all I know as well, is just having fought them in games. They're usually like almost, they're often treated almost like witches, but they can take that form, or maybe they're always that form, or maybe that's like the evolution of like a witch eventually turns into one, or maybe they're always that, but they can turn human. I don't know, because in a lot of games they'll kind of go back and forth. Or maybe not a lot, just the one I can think of some I've played where that's the case. But nonetheless, they don't look like them, do they? Oh, I see. Here we go. So if I go west, should be lost? No, dense again. So west one more time is lost. Yeah, with the big tree. Lost in the big tree. Yes, that's what I have here. That's what the L stands for, not lost. Large tree. I'm gonna make that LT instead of L, because that's confusing. Can I climb the tree yet? Climb tree. Not now. You need your strength. It's so strange. Look, tree. There's something carved in its trunk. Look, carving. It says Svinesas. Svinisas. Sasinevs. I was reading it backwards that second time. Excellent. Well, let's say it. Oh no! The men are hungry. They fillet you to eat for themselves. You've been broiled. Thank you for playing Ulysses. And the Golden Fleece. Well, look at, we founded something. Let's load up 5 so that we're farther away from the old getting eaten by the crew. And maybe we can go check out this carving and say Svindusas or whatever it was. I didn't have time to write it down. Hungry, hungry Hercules. That's right. Oh dear. I've enjoyed playing these a lot, but I am excited to get past the high-res adventures, which there's I think there's 3 more after this, and get on to the old more traditional. Well, these are even more traditional, I guess, right? The ones that are more familiar from my childhood. Some EGA action. Let's see. Save game 5. There we go. Let's restore game 5. No, A. There we go. So this should be like when we first got to the island, right? Whoa. Whoa. Why is 5 way back here? What the heck? All right. This is the spring water cave. Well, let's do it from here. I mean, it's not a big walk. It's pretty quick. Plus, it'll let us go by the... Yeah, this is the old... So now we're on top of the mountain, so we'll go down. So we're in the jungle on the mountain, and we're on the Island of the Storms is where we're at. I was trying to remember the name. So we're going to go have to deal with Neptune, but... I can't believe I don't have a... I guess I never imagined we'd go hungry, so I just saved it at the last point before the Cyclops, but with the hunger mechanic, I may want to wait a little before I do that ghost ship. Alright. We'll have a quick little sail north. Go through the beautiful cliff pass, like in a lot of stories, but I was thinking Princess Bride. Don't they go through a little pass or something to the cliffs? And I think he ends up climbing them, though, or something. It's been a while since I've seen that. You hear a thundering avalanche from behind you. Suddenly, King Neptune rises from the ocean depths. Or potion. Where? In ocean. As you pour the magic potion into the ocean, Neptune gasps, and a great upheaval plunges to the bottom of the ocean. The sea. Goodbye, unconvinced Neptune. Let's go north. We're lost in the ocean. I think we go east there. And then now this is going to be like a voice or something telling us to... No, not yet. North one more, east one more. Here it is. You have sailed into enchanted waters. You hear the wind. It seems to say something. Beware the sirens, east one, north one. You're on an ocean. You see the island of the sirens to the north. Save game. I didn't mean to push that. So let's make... We're going to call this 5S for sirens. It's like a sub-save, you see. All right, we're going to save there just because, to be thorough, let's go ahead and head north. The Song of the Sirens is drawing your ship toward the jagged rocks on the shore. You're west of the island of Sirens. Well, let's go with this. Oh, we're west of, so we want to go east. Okay, we'll go north. Go island, my goodness. The waters are shark infested. South? North? East? West? Fly? Jump? Look, island. The island looks treacherous. You and your crew are... Oh, okay. It's just a matter of time. I see. Or a matter of commands. We're lured to our death. Thanks for playing. Well, we expected that. I just thought we should check it out for completeness' sake. I lost my screen there. Sorry. One sec. I had a magazine, but it was downloading still. So now I have it. Let me... There we go. In case anyone wants to see a magazine, we got one ready. Okay, back to Apple. Restart. All right. So we're going to go back to not the sirens. So we're going to go east one, then north one. And that, I think, escapes the island. That's a pretty, like, a suspicious quest, because it's like, it gives you the answer. But maybe that's the trick, is that it looks like a trick, but it's not a trick. I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. Does plug ears work? I don't understand that. But it didn't say I don't know how to plug ears, and it didn't say I don't know how to plug something, which is suspicious. We'll figure that out later. All right, let's head on our way. I think it's east, north, northwest, or I don't know. Whatever. I wrote it down, but it turned out to be so easy it doesn't seem like a big deal. I think we have to hit the whirlpool. And then we just sort of end up there. I don't know. There. The ocean grows unusually calm. You're wondering, you see an island to the north. There we go. You're in the ocean. You see an island to the north. Nope. Just keeps on getting bigger. You're on the ocean. You see an island to the north. I will say that for as jungly as the island is, it doesn't look like it will be. Go island. Your crew is following you. Like, there's a lot more trees on this island than it looks from the sea. Sort of strange. Peculiar. Let's head north. Let's find that giant tree and write down that Svisinsin word. West. North again, maybe? Let's see here. West. That's odd. We're in the jungle, so west again. If there's a clearing to the north, we need to go back east. There's a clearing to the north. Okay, I see where we are. At least my map kind of works once I figure out where I am. So we need to go south from here and then west from here. We went north too many times, I think. There's our tree. I wish I'd written it down instead of just thinking I could read carving. Svinisa. Oh, looky there. Svinisa. Oh, hold on. South. No, everything but the V is a direction. All right, south, V. East, north, east. What's the V? Or maybe it's a secret word. I don't know. We'll write it down anyway so that we know it in the future. Svinisas. I just realized the A also is not a direction. I was thinking that was like just sort of, yeah. 7 C's. It is an anagram. Is that the right word? Of 7 C's, isn't it? So should I just say it? Nothing happens. Well, okay. What if I say it backwards? Does it also know, or does it get mad? No, it doesn't know that one. 7 C's. Sure, with the anagram power. I don't know how that helps me, though. Seven C's. What are the 7 C's, anyway? I'm gonna look it up. What are 7 C's? Oh, interesting. So the Arctic, the Atlantic, the Indian, Pacific, Mediterranean, Caribbean, and the Gulf of Mexico. I've never been clear on the distinction between the Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico. That feels like they would just lump those together, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know the region. Like maybe the ocean's different somehow. Oops, I tried to go north in chat. Oh dear. Yeah, that's okay. And like I said, if you don't know what you're doing, you go for it. You can say whatever you want. Uh-oh. We're starting to get hungry. Or we're heading to the sheep cave. Although I don't understand how that's going to help me food-wise. Why did I go west? I meant to go south. That's bad. I really meant to save it when I got to the island, but I guess that save at the Siren Islands good enough. So the sheep cry definitely enticing us. Oh my gosh! Why don't I say Fleece when he asks how to make wine? Nothing happens. Well, okay. So Google's AI told me that the 7 seas were the Arctic, the Atlantic, the Pacific, the Indian, the Mediterranean, the Gulf of Mexico, and the Caribbean. But I just thought it was odd that they separated out the Caribbean and Gulf of Mexico, because I thought those were very close to each other and probably similar. But I also don't sail, so I don't really know why they may make a distinction. It also may be that the... That's why I was confused. Like, that's surely not right. It's like, what is that? Oh, okay, this one's from Noah, though, and it also does not say that. It says Arctic, North Atlantic, South Atlantic, North Pacific, South Pacific, Indian, Southern Oceans. But it says it doesn't really know because it's referenced in ancient stuff. Yeah. Well, I think that maybe that's all a bunch of BS. Plus, the one was an AI answer, which I should have probably said. Who knows where it got that information from? AI is kind of like Wikipedia, where it's fine to like go get ideas for stuff, but you got to be like, and what was your source? Because I need to check your info here. But it is very useful, kind of in the same way Wikipedia is, especially if you don't really know what you're looking for. You can kind of say what you're trying to find, and the AI will point you very much in the right direction. Just sometimes some of its facts are a little... well, they're user-derived sometimes, because it's, using the internet, so you never know. Yes, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna get killed. Give blind. Wait, what if I say my new magic word? 7... That's not how you spell 7 C's. What if I say Svinisas? Okay. Hit Cyclops. With what? Rock. Tie rope. To rock. Tie rope. To boulder? No. Tie rock. Tie rock? Oh, not tie rock. Tie rope. To trunk. No. Alright, give wine. I'm gonna get eaten soon. What do you need to make me more? Give... grapes. I'll be right back. Yeah, you can tell me. I'm rather confused. Take trunk. Like, if you're just gonna say, like, my verbs are wrong. Oh, it's too simple? Take tree. Get tree. Use crew. Move rock. Push rock. Pull rock. Shove rock. Simple. Oh, now that's gonna drive me crazy. That's why clues are dangerous. I once got that first clue with the wine, and I spent forever because just a mild language choice. They said, "What is your bottle full of?" And the wine, I knew that the wine came in skins. So when they said, what is the bottle you're using? I thought, oh, I need to find a different liquid for the bottle. But what they were trying to imply is I needed wine. So. Ooh. Ha! Well, now I can cheat by looking at my VOD. Trying to remember what you've said. Well, I remember everyone was saying stuff. What did you say? You said something, weren't you saying something about the tree and the branch? No, that was the squiggles. Pretend to be a sheep. Ah. Bleat? What does sheep do? Is that called bleating? Bleat? What's bleat mean? Bleat. Yes! A sheep, goat, or calf. Making a wavering cry. Bleat. It's weird because that word just kind of came to me, but I was like, I don't really know if that's what that means. I haven't heard that in a very long time. Poke eye with stick. I thought that might work. Darn it, that seems simple. Use trunk or tree. What is it? Use tree. In a feeble attempt to kill the Cyclops with a tree. Well, that's not actually what I meant to use the tree for, but okay. Thank you for playing Ulysses and the Golden Fleece. Well. So if you weren't here when we were starting, I have a very mild surprise today. What is that? It's yellow. It's a yellow package. What could that be? What a mystery. Everyone's so excited. I am on the right track. Excellent. My very first thought upon seeing the tree was to lever the rock out of position. But my second thought was to get rid of his eye. That's the Cyclops' weakness, obviously. He's got one eye. So, I mean, what else are you gonna do? You've never been this mildly excited? Oh, Jorf. You should, yes. Everyone's expectations should be extremely low. Just making, yeah. You should be very mildly excited. I've only tried to get rid of its eye by throwing a rock at it and poking it just now with the tree. So I didn't try very hard, I'll admit. Save game's in A. Oh, well, this is okay. East 1. North 1. Actually, we can save a little time now because I don't really have to read that tree now that I know the word of the tree. It's good enough to just know it. West now. The tree isn't very pokey. Oh. I've tried this sword on him, haven't I? That's the pokiest thing I have. We could do the hokey pokey and poke his eye out. North a bunch. I just don't, I want to know why Hercules won't move the rock. What a lazy crew I have. They have done nothing but eventually eat me, which is unpleasant. I basically did all the work myself. Is that canonical anyway? Is he always like that? I don't know much Hercules. It would make sense though. No, you don't either, yeah. If you're mildly immortal and you, there they are getting hungry. Yeah. Well, okay, we found him drinking in a tavern and he hasn't changed much since. So, not thrilled with his performance as of yet. All right, Cyclops has come in and caught you pilfering his sheep. Sword. Can I use sword? Well, okay. Look. Oh, I could throw sword. Inventory. What do we got? All right, let's just read it off. Flint. Flint is pokey. Make arrows out of that. Jeweled bridle, rope, flint, chest, sword, wooden planks, note, empty bag. Probably not the bag, unless we can get him to put it over his head. I'm not throwing my... Is it weird that the jeweled bridle and the ruby studded reins, I'm like, I don't even want to try to use those because I want those. But I mean, what if they're used for... I think they're used for the Pegasus anyway. The manual teased a Pegasus, so I think we're going to have to use those on a Pegasus. Skin of wine, empty bottle, some wings, a naked bird, 5 pounds of wax, empty skin of wine, and a gold coin. What about throw flint? Use flint. Stab... Wait. I don't know. I know it's probably frustrating because... Like Go Ocean. Whoever had looked up Go Ocean was probably losing their mind watching me fail. Can you use wax? Or high rope to wax? It says it wouldn't do any good here. I had 20 something pounds of wax, and I've tried to make the wax and the rope together for something earlier. But I used most of the wax with feathers to make my Icarus wings so I could fly around. But it may still have a use yet. I'm unsure. Also, the only combine... It's use wax, right? With... Oh, see, it says you don't have enough wax. I don't know. I don't either. Yeah. So far, twice. But the first time was some BS. The first combo you do is leather with leather to make this little ladder. So you tie the strips into a ladder. But I think it's, if you use the rope and leather, it still just uses the leather on the leather. So you kind of get a pass, like 2 ways to do it. Oh, you actually thought it was no good? Okay. I thought you, Juicy, I thought you might be like, just say Go Ocean. Because once you know, it's easy to sort of forget not knowing it and how it makes no sense. But I love that. What was going through your head when you saw me say shovel and it worked and you're like, that's inexplicable. Must have been fun. Oh, what about this? Go Ocean. Well, I guess to me, because so often it's go hole, go island, go, and that's been used in every game, the go whatever, that I should have thought of it. Even though in real life, I mean, in the, if this was my first game, I get what you mean. It's a little obtuse. Shove off is madness, though. I don't know why it's just like randomly have that work as well. Because no other game had any... I mean, I guess we've only been in a boat one other time. But on that boat, just saying north worked. That was Wizard and the Princess, when we had to stuff a towel into the hole in the rowboat so it was ocean-worthy. Seaworthy. No one says ocean-worthy, do they? Well, let's give the wine, because I'm thinking I have at least a mild idea. It's sort of stupid, though, but... grapes. Sorry, I was trying to see what he was asking. Grapes. There we go. I will return shortly. He leaves, blocking the entrance with the boulder once again. Get tree. Tie rope to tree to sword. So it's like a spear. Tie sword. No. Ah, crap. Put sword. Use sword. No, not bananas. Throw flint. Throw flint. Eat grapes! Eat grapes! Eat grapes! Crew, don't eat me. Eat grapes. Use grapes. Give grapes. Oh well. Yeah. Oh, I even said it earlier, didn't I? Use flint? No. Tie flint? Put flint? Because a flint on the end of a stick is a spear. Use tree. Oh, no. If I say use tree, that kills me. Oh, do you fall asleep by the time I shoved off? Oh, dear. Sometimes that happens. Sorry, I'm looking at the mild surprise. I'm actually pretty excited about this. Hero Quest. It can't be Hero Quest. Hero Quest is a Game Workshop's game, right? Games Workshop. How do they say it? Is it Games Workshop or Game Workshop? Anyway, whatever. I think that's so silly. I think the distinction between well, of course, they came out with the video game. I know the Atari ST and that had it. I kind of want to play that on stream sometime. Like Space Crusade and Hero Quest, the board game, not the Sierra game. I mean, I want to play the Sierra game too, but I always thought that was interesting how the name changed. I'm not super looking forward to Quest for Glory 5. I loved it when I was a kid, but I tried to play it recently, and it's maybe because of emulation, it was very strange. Yeah, once I started to say it, I realized they did come out with that game fairly soon after that, so it probably was involved in that. Yeah. Treasure Mountain. Educational game by the Learning Company. I love Learning Company games. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, Hero Quest was Quest for Glory, whatever, was my first point-and-click game. And then my second was probably Mixed Up Mother Goose, ironically. You'd think that'd be first, but I think I didn't play that till a little after I played the first one. Then the second and third Hero Quests, or Quest for Glory. Now I'm doing it. And then Eco Quest, and somewhere in there, the Leisure Suit Larry, the first one, I played that a little bit. And Police Quest, I don't know. There's also a game called, is it Blue Force or something? It's not Sierra though, but I played that a lot. That game is fun. Bailey's Bookhouse. I haven't heard of that one either. Oh, look at that. It's one of those like click the around games, it looks like. Like in stuff, like it's like there's probably different things that happen when you go into each little section. I don't know. It's just looking at the screen, it looks like one of those. Could be totally off. Our first game were on these old, the first like in school games we played were they were DOS, and it was like CGA. Isn't that like the 8 colors? It's like the 8 color games. And you would type and dinosaurs would appear, or you would do math and dinosaurs would appear. I forget which. We had one game for one, and like maybe it was monsters for typing and dinosaurs for math. Yeah, you'd slowly like fill in the dinosaur as you did problems, and then the other one, like, you would destroy monsters as you did. I don't remember which was math and which was typing though, but we learned to type that way and do arithmetic, I guess. I think we already knew how. I don't know what. I maybe use the numpad. Maybe that's what that was for. That would have been first grade. Then in second grade, my second grade teacher was like the tech savviest person teacher-wise in the school. And she had us like email pen pal people. This is pretty early. And she also had a CD-ROM, which was like unheard of. And had CD-ROM, Mixed Up Mother Goose. I only had the disc version at home, so that was pretty awesome. Use Shave stick? I don't know. Whittle tree. Shave tree. Use sword on tree. That doesn't work. I want to restore the game where I'm in here without the Cyclops. Yeah. Get tree. What if it's just like make spear? Make pointy. Yeah, I know, he doesn't know how to make a pointy. Yeah, so. But that's interesting. That does mean he knows how to make. Because he'll say, I don't know how to make something. Like if you say make tree. He says, I don't understand that. So that's how you can know a verb exists. So make exists and tree exists, but the context makes no sense to it. So the verb noun pairs will either say, if the verb's wrong, it'll say, I don't know how to blank something. And if the noun is not existent, it'll say, I don't know how to verb noun. Yeah. So that's a pro tip, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's not a pro tip. What is this? Oh, my hair is like not working. Shave is not the way. Use sword. Well, okay, he's not even in here. What's the word? All right, we're gonna look up words for whittle thesaurus. All right. Trim tree. Cut tree. I don't understand that. Cut is a verb. That's good. Hew tree. That's not quite right. Carve tree. All right, here's my favorite thesaurus word for whittle. Salami slice. 3. Didn't think it would be salami slice. Nah, the rest of these look pretty crap. Pear tree. That's where the partridges are. Pear tree. The other question is, do I have to do it while... Hey, it means to or I think it's, what was the definition? I already closed it, but it was like to remove gradually, slice, or to remove pieces gradually, I guess. This is salami slice. Just slice. Slice tree. No. Sharpen tree? Sharpen is a verb. Sharpen flint? Sharpen sword. That seems silly. Maybe it's because he's here, though. Like, what if it works when he's not hanging around? Sharpen. Oh, I see. I've made a mistake. Yeah, I'll try that. I've accidentally frozen the game because I was about to load the save, and then I decided to try an extra command. But if you try to use a command when the save disk is in, it does not understand what to do because the adventure disk is gone and it doesn't. Yeah. So I've created drama here through Spence, I suppose. There's a small tree trunk on the floor. Okay. Get trunk. Sharpen trunk. Ugh. I like this. Look at it. Listen to this. Using your sword, you sharpen the end of the tree trunk to a point and await the Cyclops' return. I think I can confidently say that would never have been something I would do, because it's a complex task using an item. Like, this game doesn't, like the other previous games, I don't think ever had that happen where you did something like sharpen trunk and you had to have the sword, because I had to have bought it. That's kind of, it's like use sword is like, I thought of sharpening it, but use sword is what I would have done. And it said no, so then I gave that up. So yeah, that's frustrating. I don't know if I agree with their, I guess it's sort of a style change, but it's noted down now. So now in the future, if I want to use an item to do something, I'll also try the verb of doing that task. But I don't think I would have thought of it for the first time. Yeah, mysterious. That makes sense, and that I appreciate the very not directed clues. Those are good. That's also true. It does imply it's already sharp. Although I did think of whittling the edge of it down into a spear. I think I even did that the first night, but I tried use sword, and I was going to say on trunk if it said on what, but it did not say on what. So when you can combine a sentence, so you can only use two, a verb and a noun. And if you use a verb and a noun and it says and what or on what and a question like that, you can then answer it with and the item. But if it just says how, that is a rhetorical question, meaning figure out the verb you want to use. From any number, yes, Drusiform. That is correct. Joyous day. Wait, I guess. I mean, what do I do? Look around. Look, tree. I don't know. The tree trunk is small, but if used right, that's also a messed up clue. Because that doesn't imply you need to change it in some way. But that is, I think, the clue that you're supposed to pick up on is if used right. Ugh. Salami slice woodwork. That's right. It looks it up. It's like, yeah, that's right. All right, let's use trunk on eye. Cyclops eye. Eye. Okay. Use trunk. I. Maybe it's just Cyclops. Use Cyclops, my goodness. Okay. I'm having a moment here. Use trunk on, and that didn't say, it says where? Cyclops. Stab eye? Oh, God. I've never had it ask me where, so I don't know if that's rhetorical or if it wants me to answer. On Cyclops. No. An eye. Poke eye. I already tried that. But poke is a word. They filleted me to sustain themselves. Oh, dearie me. What salami? Because the AI would understand that whittle would mean to sharpen, and salami slice is a thesaurus of a synonym of whittle. At least according, yes. Honestly, it might make them too easy, because it would like sit there and try. I think that's one of the problems is it with AI is when you ask it something, it assumes a lot. Which is good for some things, but bad for others. Like, I've seen some AI video games, people playing them, and I think it helps you too much. It's like, yeah, listen to this and this. And you're like, okay. Oh, sharpen trunk, huh? It's funny because, like, normally in games I get like I'm sad if I have to use a clue, but that doesn't even bother me. I can't imagine a situation where I would have decided to go back and try that, because in my mind I'd already tried that. Frustrating. Not like literally, but that was my intentions with some of the earlier commands. Get drunk. And I just want to make sure, sharpen tree. Yeah, so you have to do it in the 3 commands that you get while he's gone as well. So yeah, forget that. And await the Cyclops' return. All right, look. Here he comes. All right, we got some grapes. Because I've tried sharpen tree when he was here, if you recall, and it didn't do anything. But yeah. Let's save. We're going to waste one of our times here, but let's save the game, and we're going to save this on... Save 6, not 6C. We already have one of those. How about 6... Save 6, T for tree. T for tree. Letter A. This is the first game where we've had more than... I think we might have had 2 save disks on the old one, but that was solely because I accidentally corrupted it. This is the first time we've actually had like multiple saves. This is the first one where it feels like you might need them, because I still may need the lantern. We may have to do all this again, because I need a lantern on the next island or whatever. Instead of flint. Or instead of wood, who the hell knows? Might need the flint. Well, now that we know that the flint... I mean, the sword can be used to sharpen. If I say light lantern, it might say you can't because you don't have the flint and the sword, because that's what you would use typically, right? So it may be the wood that we don't need, just like deducing kind of possible uses for things. But unfortunately, we do have the wood. Okay, so we saved, gosh, use tree, where? Where? I don't even know what that means, where? Where do I stab? It's odd, right? Like, so if I say use sword, it assumes I mean attack the Cyclops. But if I've whittled a spear and I say use tree, which is the spear, it's like, where? What do you want? What are you trying to do? I'm so confused. Wahaha. Okay. Let's assume it's asking in I. That worked. I should have known, because when it says and what, you say and the potatoes, or it says in what, and you say in the thing. But when it says where, you also say in the thing. You and your men plunge the sharpened my men did something into the Cyclops' eye. In a blind rage, he picks up the boulder and heaves it at you, but missing. Is that a proper sentence? Just a comma, then but missing? I think it is, but it seems odd. In a blind rage, he picks up the boulder and heaves it at you, but missing. It's sort of weird. He then stumbles out of the cave into the jungle. A few sheep are following you. I would like everyone to look away for a moment. With your swords, you kill the sheep and prepare them for eating. Cook sheep. There's no fire here. Make fire. With a flint and some wooden planks. We don't need the lantern. We've used everything. No, we've never used the rope. Crap. We still might need the lantern. Cook sheep. You roast the sheep. What is wrong with my men? We just made some mutton chops. What are they doing? Your men can't stand it any longer. The lovely smell of mutton wafting into their nose, they decide to sustain themselves by cutting you into fillets and broiling you. I like that Hercules is on board with this the whole time too. Unbelievable. So I think we should have time because I made a few mistakes, so we should be able to just load that other save game and still get to where we're at. But man, Thank you for playing Ulysses and the Go F Yourself. Anyway, good progress so far. Yeah, it's not even like halfway through the stream. We're like cruising here. Store game. Oh, wow. Best viewers. Sick. All I have to do is click that link, huh? That's wild. Alright, he has been smitten. Although my ban doesn't work for some reason, I need to figure that out. I haven't messed with the game. I need to do that soon. Anyway, okay. Here we go. What am I doing? Oh man, getting interrupted while I'm loading is a good way for me to break the game. Viruses are fun in the DOS days. Yeah, it's interesting. You don't hear about like viruses that, you know, just open your, well, of course we don't have disk drives anymore, but like open your disk drives every day for the next 100 years and then, you know, on some weird date, it shuts down your computer and puts a message on. They're all just like, there's some ransomware, but it's mostly like, they steal processing power for you to mine a Bitcoin or something, make you a botnet. Are you kidding? That's insane. Even, so my computer I built in 2012. You know, I upgraded and stuff, but even in 2012, I made the decision not to have any disk drives. Oh, fair enough. Mine came on a USB stick. How did I get that? I think it was at the school store, like, you know, the bookstore. They had it because the student version at the time was really cheap. And then this isn't the student version anymore because I upgraded. My friend had this interesting thing. I don't know, he had some issue with Windows and they gave him like 9 free licenses. So he gave those out to everybody. But they're like, I think they're in licenses, which means it's the version without any media stuff due to some antitrust thing. Anyway, it's a whole thing. So I have to manually install Windows media anytime they upgraded me, because mine's still flagged as the in copy or whatever. Okay, so this is after we've got the thing. So what did we end up with? Use, my U key's a little messed up. Use tree, so it doesn't always work. N-I. You and your men plunge the sharpened tree into the Cyclops' eye. In a blind rage, he picks up the boulder and heaves it at you, but missing. He screams out into the jungle and is never seen again. Well, I don't know. Maybe he is seen again. Okay. So, everyone look away for a moment. Kill sheep. With your sword, you kill the sheep and prepare them for eating. Make fire. Using the flint and some wooden planks, you start a roaring fire. Cook sheep. You and your men roast the sheep over an open fire. Eat sheep. You and your men gorge yourself upon the roast mutton. Completely satisfied, you continue on. Your crew is following you. You're inside a gigantic cave. I'm glad we didn't kill the sheep that's smiling at me. Let's get out of here. You can't go west. Oh, south, sorry. A Blu-ray drive in 2010, just in case. Yeah. So it's south from here? I thought it was west. It was west. That was a weird direction to have gone. All right, let's go west. Let's go north. That's interesting. I don't know that we've ever done that. That's south from here. But let's go east. Sorry. West. And then north, west, 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 west. That's where we want to go. North. Maybe we can use the... Well, what the heck did we get? I guess that's just to get the food. Do we still have the spear? Unknown, unknown. Use tree. You can't. All right, what if we say Venisas? 7 seas. As you speak the word, the skies thunder and the harpies scatter, fearing for their lives. Thank you, Jorf, for understanding Svinsvas. Your crew is following you. You are standing in some ruins. There's a large cage here. Talk man. Okay, open cage. Okay, the man is grateful to you and offers you this enchanted mallet. Oh, look at this guy! Get mallet. Talk, man. Recruit, man? That's not true. We recruited people earlier. Hire, man. Bribe, man. Give coin. He has no use for the coin. He seems awful smug for someone that was just rescued from a cage. So because we learned the magic word here, I tried Svinsvas on them, and then I tried 7 Seas on them, and 7 Seas worked. Usually when you get a secret word, I just try to use it everywhere because it's sort of like an item, so. It just said they got scared when I said 7 Seas. We may be able to see it up there. No, it's a little too far. But then I opened the cage and he gave me an enchanted mallet, which I'm about to look at. Look at mallet. The mallet seems alive with power. Well, what's really interesting is, I mean, what the heck do I do now? Oh, use mallet. No, you can't. I can't? You have mallet. I meant to Hercules again. Maybe he can use it. Am I done with this guy? Say hello. I don't know how to say hello. Well, brilliant. Bye. I don't know how to say bye. Okay, well, see you later, man. I wonder how long, if Jorf hadn't recognized that anagram, would we have just sat there saying Svinsvas for like 10 hours while I beat my head against the table? Oh, I can't type south, which is funny because I really just need to type S. So sad. Yeah, I know. He says a lot of sad things. Over the games, the protagonist has very often had some very sad, I don't know how to blanks. It's like, I don't know how to love. I don't know how to hug. Go boat. Yeah, it's so fun. These games are fun. Like, I mean, they do have their little moments, but we can expect them to be interesting. Okay, so let me go back. I'm going to track what I just did. So you were on an island beach, you were on the ocean, there's an island to the north. Okay. So I'm going to start from actually where I was when I went west, because that's sort of the initial island page. And if you go north like 3 times, you get to the actual island, but that's not a big deal. And it looks like going west puts you right back with a teleport to that first screen. So then when we go east, we are on the ocean. So we'll put that O, and then we go east again, we're lost in the ocean. So there are some whirlpools here, which are upsetting. We go east again. We're lost again. But what we can do, and what we did the first time when we didn't have the map, because we didn't know about the map, is kind of we're able to figure this out. You've strayed into a violent whirlpool. Boy. Okay, so south of there is a whirlpool. Where it took us, I don't know. But what we're going to do is kind of move around and find out. So if I remember correctly, I think it takes us to where if we go west, we see the island. Okay, so it takes us here. Onto the ocean, which is the O. So if we go east, it's the ocean with an O. Right? You're on an ocean. I had a quick mute for a sneeze there. Apologies. So we can go east. We're going to be lost in the ocean, and we go south. And so to our east should be the whirlpool, and we are now wandering the ocean, which is unfortunately a W as well. So I'm going to make a note here for underlined W. Oh, thank you for the Hercules, bless you. So just for fun, let's go east. We can't, so okay. There's a wall there, even though, you know, if this is linear, there's actually a... So we're lost in the ocean. What's wild is, what if there is another place we could go? Whoa. Whoa, that's the Sirens Island. Well, that's curious, isn't it? So... Okay, sorry, I had to draw. So we need to go east. Unless... Does the mallet help us on the island? I don't know. Safe. Okay. Alright, so... Weird. But if I go east... Interesting. Okay, so... From the top... I see. And we're lost in the ocean. So if I go west, am I in the island area? Yes. But to the east is not lost. To the east is just ocean. So that whirlpool, which we're going to go back in just now, takes us somewhere unknown. Oh, interesting. Oh, whoa. The whirlpool is just a time frame thing, huh? So if we go west, we go to the island. So what happens if we go north from here? Can't. East from here. Lost in the ocean. Interesting. So if we go east again, can't. Go south. That's okay. So we're in there, so that happens, and we need to like figure out the right way to go before that happens, maybe? No. There's actually one down there. East. North. East. West. You were on an ocean. That is so strange. What? I see, now we're back to where we started. Okay. Okay, maybe we're not supposed to stop being at this island. North. 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 Go island. Let's go to the island for a second and let's look. Let's look and see if maybe I missed something on the ruins area. Well, because I have a full map of the island and it's accurate, and I checked the edges before we did that Cyclops thing, and so unless there's like a weird nonlinearity that I missed, I think we've been everywhere on the island. There is a little bit of like doubling up on some tiles, so it's possible that I missed something, but I also didn't like. Look, man, like, what's the deal? He looks undernourished. Give Condor. Let's go. You know what? 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 He's undernourished. We have some extra food in the shape of a condor, a naked condor. And we have a fire. But we never cooked the condor, so maybe we should cook the condor. That's our new goal. We're gonna do this. They playfully run out of your reach. Okay, no more killing the sheep. So I can't cook the condor, huh? Dress condor? Repair condor? Cook? Did I already try that? Cook condor? Eat condor? Butcher? Butcher condor. Yeah, it kind of looked like there is. Where am I trying to go? I'm trying to go south. One thing I've never explored and is odd is going south from here does not take me where I thought was south of there. And I think that if I go, so this is D, and I put in like a little secret D here. If I go south, this should be wandering. You have lost yourself in the jungle. How very peculiar. This is what I was talking about. There may be a way to get out of the normal map. And going south at that cave entrance, that's different. I've never done that. Lost yourself. L-Y, huh? Better lose yourself in the jungle. Better never let it go. How did I get here? South? Right, west? Oh, I'm really lost. I only got one. I only got one direction, which is a different band. That I'm actually not really familiar with their work, honestly. They're a little past my time. Whoa! You hear a dwarf, dastardly dwarf, darts out of the jungle and steals everything you have. Holy cow. Well, we're really off the beaten path here. Everything I have, huh? He just keeps stealing everything we got. You think I do that stuff? Happens all the time. I wouldn't worry about it. This is a new screen. Totally new. Totally different. I've never seen this before. This is exciting. Cliffs to the north. A band of skeletons. I wonder what they'll play. Listen to band. Oh, I don't know how to listen. Let's go south. There's a band of skeletons following you. Oh no. Wait, so what do we just walk off the cliff here? East? You are heavily outnumbered. You've been munched. Munched? Do skeletons eat people? This must have been before skeleton lore in video games was solidified. I don't think they typically eat you, do they? Anyway, thank you for playing Ulysses and the Golden Fleece. I don't even know where we're saved at. Gross. So our deaths are up at like 67, I think, now from all the... Did you know that skeletons can't see? They don't have eyes, but they sense you by communicating with your skeleton because it wants to escape you. They use skelekinesis. Ugh. All right, well, we're gonna have to ban you for that. I apologize. I'm just kidding. I love dad jokes. The more, the better. They do have swords, yeah. They've got cutlasses, it looks like, or scimitars. I never know the difference. Let's look at the picture. Well... You know what I'm going to say is they look a little bit more like scimitars, but I think that they were probably trying to draw cutlasses because this isn't the best. This isn't the best. Well, I'm actually dead right now. I have to reload, and I think we're going to... I didn't save because I was so excited. So I think we may end up stabbing the guy in the face again, getting the... You'll get to see the harpies. You could get mad and run away from words. So that's exciting. Yeah. Sadly, I was munched by the skeletons, they said. Oh. There's our grumpy friend. About to be much grumpier, I admit. Use tree. Where? In eye. You and your men plunge the sharpened tree into the Cyclops' eye. In a blind rage, he picks up the boulder and heaves it at you, but missing. He stumbles out of the cave and into the jungle. All right, here's our time-based sheep killing. Everyone look away. Kill sheep. You prepare them for eating, but not all of them. Make fire. You make a fire with your flint and steel, or with your sword. Cook sheep. You and your men roast the sheep over an open fire. All right, now here's the real key. Eat sheep. You and your men gorge yourself on the roast mutton. Completely satisfied, you continue on. All right, let's go south. But now we do know that heading south from here gets us on a whole different world of the world. So west, I guess, is where we want to go. But first, let's go handle the harpies with our harrowing words. I don't know an H for words. All right, here we go. 7 seas. As you speak the word, the skies thunder and the harpies scatter, fearing for their lives. And I know that seems ridiculous, but no, they don't have harps at all. These are the worst harpies I've ever seen. Open cage. Okay, the man is very grateful to you, and he offers you this enchanted mallet. Well, I'm gonna definitely take that, so I can go get my sunken temple key. Get mallet. Isn't that what that's for? I don't remember what it's for. Harpies in Legend of Mana are sirens. Witches with words of power. Yeah, it could be. what I was gonna say is whenever they give you a magic word, it always inexplicably does something. Like in Wizard and the Princess, there's three magic words. Hits turns you into a snake. That was the one that gave us the most trouble. Lucy makes all your gear vanish, but appear in a cave past a rickety bridge so that you can cross it, because if you have any items, you weigh it down and it breaks. And then Hocus, which was quite an embarrassing me just missing the mark trying to figure out Hocus, but I finally did. It's sort of funny. It's one of those, it's way more simple than I was giving it credit for, but I just totally missed it because the way they drew it out. Anyway, it makes a bridge appear on a screen where there is no bridge, with no real warning. It just sort of does. A little easier in Cranston Manor, Sesame opens up a hidden bookcase. So that one makes a little more sense. Anyway, we got our mallet. Let's get the hell out of here. So I'm used to magic words just... You just say them anytime you're confused, and sometimes it works out. All right, we're going to save right here. We're going to try and get to the skeleton. Yeah, I keep trying to say skeleton. The skeletons without getting our stuff stolen by the dwarf, but it didn't look like that was very possible. So this is going to be save 7 because I think we've moved on from save 6 here. I think we can call this save 7. A drive. All right. So let's go south. I'm going to keep track of it this time, but I think it was south, east, north, or was it east twice? Ooh, north. Yeah, there we go. That's it. Use mallet. Okay, use sword. This is our magic word from a long time ago. What? 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 Look chest. Wow. Using the magical swords, you quickly hack the skeletons to pieces. Their bones turn to dust and blow away. So we're gonna say it because I don't know if anyone's been paying, like who's been here the whole time or what. We're gonna walk through what just happened here because it's psychotic. We're gonna walk through what just happened here because it's insane. We're gonna save on 7 because why the heck not? Yeah, well no, that's why, Mysterious. That's why we're going back in time to an earlier time. A time when we were young and naive. Let's watch the outrageous... So we've saved there, and we're gonna take a quick journey back into the real world. Watch this. So, you're here, you can go south, you go talk to the king, whatever, we're not gonna do that. If you go north, there's a bottle floating. So, you get the bottle. You get the note. You read the note in the bottle. This is our magic word for using at the skeletons. Now, you may have noticed a chest open. Well, where did the chest come from? Oh, the guard? He's just a guard. I don't know what his deal is. But if you go in the forest and you go Cleef. Sakata cow, how's it going? We're making some real progress here. We got a little hint that pushed us on our way and I think was absolutely necessary. So here's what's fun. So here's the chest. So if you don't have to do this. There's no reason to do this. Other than that it exists. You don't even have to go in the forest at all to get to where we were. We could get all the way to that island with the skeletons, never having been in this forest. And it's not like I can say Ecleaf now and it opens. We've said Ecleaf all the time. Like, I say it all the time. Nothing happens. Unbelievable. I'm just still in shock that opened the chest of all freaking things. But it does make me feel better that we probably don't need the gems. So, that's good. So now we're back in town, and here's what I really wanted to show, is how the programmers were trying to be dicks, because if you go into the store, any point in this game, you're getting ready to leave, you go in the store, you buy some stuff, or you're in the tavern, and you want to go to the store, if you head north into this alley with a gold coin, and you have the chest, a thief appears, and, wait, it's when you go south from the tavern. Or is it when you get the gold coin? You hear a rustle of footsteps, suddenly a thief grabs your chest and runs off with it. The point is they've programmed in here for no reason that I can think of. A thief to steal the chest, he puts it back in the forest. But that's like another opportunity for you to lose the chest that you don't need for like 3 days worth of work. And how would you ever know that's what you need? If I got there without the chest, you can't come back and get the chest. If I got to where I just was without the chest, how long would we spend trying to figure out what to do? Not knowing that we needed the chest from like 16 hours ago. That's why my face looked like I was in deep shock. The audacity of that. Like, what? What are they thinking? One of the most important video games ever created. We looked at a magazine I guess it was last Wednesday, that said that and was cracking me up. Oh, it said this, it was, what was that? Issue number 3 of Video Game Illustrated, 1982 December. The most important video game ever made. Created, that's right, created. I think Maxilla posted a picture of that. Was that who did it? In the Discord? So at the time, I think they were saying that because of how big and like, I don't know. I mean, it definitely was. This game is definitely better than Cranston Manor. I mean, it's got worse puzzles in some ways, but it's like game-wise, I think, more interesting. Wizard and the Princess. This feels a lot more like Wizard and Princess to me, but yeah. You gotta remember, at the time, everything was like those like arcadey kind of games, so like Asteroids almost. Like, I mean, you were there probably. I don't know how old everyone is, but I'm a little younger than this time frame of games. I'm like just after this, but 90s kid? Yeah, okay. So I'm like late 80s, 90s kid, so probably this is very similar. But yeah, I don't know. I know Mystery House is the first. So the company that made this 4 games before this is the first graphical adventure game. So everything had been all text up to that point. Even if they had graphics on the screen, the point is that you didn't interact. Like, you couldn't drop an item and it appear on the screen, stuff like that. Sometimes stuff in this game is only in the graphics, which was a unique concept at the time. So that may be kind of what they're going on. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, my brother is actually a late 70s kid, so that's why I sometimes have a little more older game stuff than my actual age should. Like, I have experience with some older stuff than I would normally. Yeah. Anyway, let's go back to our real game. I just wanted to point out and show how, like, That thief just stole the chest, so there's like this other opportunity to take the item that they know, the programmers know, you will need desperately on this screen, and there's no way you'll ever know you need it. There's no way. Because you'll say Eclipse and it'll say nothing happens. So what? I don't have the chest, so nothing happens. Bonkers. Cruel. Unusual. I love it. I really do. I love it. Alright, so we took them out. I don't really know. Did we save the game already? I just loaded it. Trying to save the game. Let's keep going north. I assume we'll get to the North Shore or some sort of other cave. Okay, so we can only go back south. So it looks like maybe this is the right direction. Yeah, this is a new screen, yeah. I feel like this is where we get stolen from, though. That's interesting. So watch this. If we go north, we'll go to these cliffs. Can we fly? No, climb? Up? You can't go. Okay. Let's go east. Let's go west. Look, cliff. The cliff is unclimbable. Thank you. West, east. All right. The thief. Well, I don't even mean the dwarf. The dwarf is like, you're talking about in the alley. So he is there to steal the chest. And the reason he does that is probably to give you one last chance to miss having the chest before you sail off to adventure. And now I know why they put it in. It's just to like add time to the game, because if you get to this point without the chest, there's not a huge chance you'll go back immediately thinking you missed something. You're going to spend forever here trying to figure out how to defeat those skeletons with the sword you have. And so I think that's pretty intense decision that they made. This is interesting. You don't think we need to say the magic word again, do you? Like a wall open from a different game? That would be funny if you have to know the magic words from the other games. Oh wait, we weren't at the edge of the cliff yet. Okay. East, west, north. Look, horse. Use reins. I think it's a cliff like we're at the wall. Like. Hey, Bunny Hooligan, welcome in. How's it going? Let's do this. Shout out, Bunny. There we go. Welcome in. Does that work? That's not how it works, is it? Is it slash? Sorry, I'm not a good streamer. I don't know how to do things. There we go. There it is. Go follow Bunny Hooligan. How's it going? It's going good. We're playing Ulysses and the Golden Fleece, and we have made it. The Aladdin Popeye cartoon. I don't know if I've seen that one. We have made it to past the Cyclops, past the Island of Storms, past King Neptune, past the band of skeletons. And we're now looking for a Pegasus, I believe. We just heard it neigh nearby. Don't get bit by the snakes! Initsu, what's going on? How are you? This game seems old. Yes, 1981, December 81. We're on the Apple II right now. This is from Sierra, but it was this is at the time Online Systems, so it's Ken and Roberta Williams. This one's actually Bob Davis and Roberta Williams. Not Roberta, sorry, and Ken. Bob and Ken Williams. Bob Davis and Ken Williams. It's called Ulysses and the Golden Fleece. It is a text/graphics adventure. It's the fourth of what they called the high-res adventures when they were still Online Systems. They'd eventually become Sierra, make King's Quest, Quest for Glory, Police Quest, Eco Quest, mixed up Mother Goose, all your favorites. I haven't seen any snakes yet, Bunny, but We did have skeletons that you've just missed. Ah, I see. That makes sense. Yeah, the puzzle that we just had was pretty funny in that they set the game up such that you could miss an item at the very, very beginning and then get all this way in. And the way you use it is you say a magic word and it opens and there's a sword inside its chest. And if you didn't have it, there is zero chance that you'd even know what's missing. It would be so confusing. You'd probably spend weeks just lost. Rough stuff. Yeah, so this is the precursor to that. We're kind of playing through all the Sierra games. We'll eventually be with King's Quest, probably a few more months of high-res adventures. I think they go up to number 7. This is high-res adventure number 4. The previous ones, there's Mystery House. That was considered the first graphical adventure game where you actually interact with the graphics instead of just text. Then they made Mission Asteroid as high-res adventure 0 for training. Cranston Manor, Wizard and the Princess. I think I had those out of order. I think it was Wizard and the Princess, then Cranston Manor, and then Ulysses and the Golden Fleece. I don't know the name of the next one. I haven't looked those up yet, but... Oh yeah, and it's, yeah, you can see that they started early in their life in the Cruel and Unusual puzzles. So, oops, I tried to go west in chat. That didn't work. You can't go in that direction. So we're at these cliffs up. Can we look up? No. What if we go south now? Let's go north again. And I want to see what it says. It says we heard a horse nearby. Oh, we don't hear it now. Great. Oh, yeah, sure, Arsene. I just meant we as in the royal we. Well, I guess the horse is gone. I'm not sure. Yeah, I am using an emulator for the Apple II. I unfortunately do not have one myself. It's a little before my time even, so... Oh. There are cliffs. You're in the jungle. There are cliffs off to the far north. What to do? Well, so, I love the Sierra games, and I thought I'm going to play through all of the Sierra adventure games, because I really only played Quest for Glory, Police Quest, and Eco Quest as a kid. And there's so many more. I never played the King's Quest games. I haven't played, any of the Gabriel Knight games or Phantasmagoria, all that stuff. And so I was looking into it, and I saw an article where Roberta Williams was talking about playing Adventure on her teletype that Ken used to program on, he'd hook up the, typewriter teletype machine to a phone line, and he'd call into the server at a children's hospital. I think he was doing admin work for, network administrator stuff on the mainframe. And they'd load up Adventure and play that, and that got them into making these games. And I'd never heard of these high-res adventure games, so I was like, well, I should start there. So we also have a teletype emulator that I do where we have a PDP 10 mainframe emulator, or 11 maybe emulator. And we didn't play through Adventure, but we kind of looked at it sort of to set the stage. We did that when we first started this series. So that was fun too. Because it's crazy. He was playing over the internet, miles and miles away, on a mainframe, in the 1979 on a typewriter that, teletype machine. It's just really interesting. Yeah. So that's how we got back here, all the way back here in 1982, or 81, sorry, December 81, not quite 82. But eventually we'll get into the mid-80s and some more familiar territory with some EGA, King's Quest and such. Maybe CGA? I don't know where it started. We'll find out. Look horse? Use reins? Ow. Use bridle. Ow. I haven't played the older Ultimas, although they are starting to show up. We can sometimes look at gaming magazines while we play, from the time. And the Ultima advertisements just started to show up around this time in 81, I think. So it is the right era. I have loaded up on this a game called, oh gosh, I forget, but it's like it's kind of like a automatic D&D system where you have a character and he keeps certain items and he has strength levels and weapon skills. It's Eamon's Tavern or something like that, maybe Eamon's Adventure. And anyone could write like an adventure disc for it and release it. And so like you just use your character to play all these different adventure games. I've played a little bit of that and it's kind of like an RPG. Yeah. I thought about maybe playing that on stream sometime, but it's all text, so it's not necessarily the best for a stream. Not that these graphics are killing it right now, but it's still fun. It said there's a horse here, and sorry, y'all got to a kind of boring screen. This is a cliff that we're at the bottom of, and it says I can't climb up it. Can I fly? I have some Icarus wings, so I'm not just trying to fly willy-nilly, but it says there's not enough wind current for me to fly right now. Ah, that's true. You never know where you'll end up. Sometimes I fall asleep usually after stream with whoever I raided into, and then I wake up and it's like, you never know where you're gonna be after a couple raids. Let's see. Gosh. Keith Bergen, thank you so much for the follow. Hey, why isn't that making noise? That's annoying. Well, enjoy your Kimberly from SNES Power Rangers, anyway. Oh, it's so fun. I don't know what to do. I'm a little confused because it's not telling me I hear the horse anymore. Yeah, I think it's also important to remember, like, I didn't realize they were, dialing in. It wasn't the internet, but they're dialing in directly and playing games over phone lines all as early as 79. Probably before that, honestly, if you were a part of a college or like university. That was probably an option if you somehow had a teletype machine. It's just interesting. Oh, that's its giant hoof. Yeah. I think it's probably a Pegasus, so it's probably flying up above, but I don't know what to do. We can't go east or west. It's just a dead-end cliff. See, it's funny because I think everyone has a different moment for that. So you're saying that it's like where people don't respect older games. It's interesting because there is a point where I agree. Like I suddenly stop, and I don't know why. It's like Pong, like that kind of stuff, or like the really simple Atari games, the 2600 games. It's like they're games, but it's like I have to get myself to like not automatically dismiss them. Which is, yeah, an unfortunate bias of the future. Yeah, for sure. I'm editor. Oh, I see. Sorry, I didn't see the first one. You don't sleep after that? Yeah, you go to the website and edit. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's pretty late. This is like 2:30 a.m. for me, so I usually play till like 3:30, then crash. Oh, man. Yeah, Keith, that's the other reason I'm doing this. I'm kind of trying to just play games without worrying about that sort of stuff, like graphics or anything, and just accept it for what it is. Although as a Sierra game, it has a lot of unfair nonsense sometimes. 12:23. Oh, nice. Sweet. It's like Pacific-ish. That's Pacific, right? I think that's Pacific. I'm not super good at the time zones. Yeah, unclimbable. Fly. No, here's our inventory. Let's do that. Let's show everyone what we got. What do we got? We have an enchanted sword, a jeweled bridle, a rope, some flint, a sword, an enchanted mallet. Ooh, let's use the mallet. Maybe that'll do something. A note. The note says Fleece backwards, and we did use that magic word already to open a chest to get that enchanted sword. So that note's been used. An open chest. It's kind of concerning that I still have that. I wonder if that's useful. An empty bag, ruby-studded reins, and the jeweled bridle I assume are for the taming the Pegasus. Some wings. I made those out of wax and a condor feathers, which I plucked, which is what the naked bird is. The leftover wax, 5 pounds of wax. A tree trunk, which is sharpened into a stick. A spear, which we stabbed a cyclops with. An empty skin of wine, which this one's really crazy. We poured the wine on our heads so we could jump through a fire without getting burned. I'm not sure that works in real life. Do not try it home. A gold coin, and our crew, of course, which includes Hercules. So there's a quick update on the inventory. Call horse? Is that a thing? I don't know how to call something. Fair enough. Nay. That's not how you spell nay. 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 Animals. Fruit snack card. All right. Anyone new to the stream? We collect fruit cards. They're animal cards. It's a koala, jaguar. Look at all these. There's 60 of them total. I keep them in this handy dandy thing. They come out of fruit snack packs from Bear Fruit Rolls. Warnings, about to be a little music here. So here we are. So he's redeemed, but this is our mild surprise. Our mild surprise. Let's turn that down. Jorf. Everyone that is familiar with it. Bear fruit splits. These aren't fruit rolls. I saw this pack in the store, and it says they have the cards in them. Collect all the cards. So I don't know if these are going to be the same cards or different cards, but if they're different cards, we will go get a real fruit roll card. But what is this going to be? This is crazy. So these are Bear fruit splits. Apple, pears, pineapple, raspberries, black carrot extract for color. Only 5 ingredients. That's interesting. What is going on here? So I'm very excited to see. So this is not typically what we open. This is a new style of pack. No, these cards are not the same. Oh my goodness. Wow, okay. Interesting. So we got Bear's Super Science Squad, Sonic Suki, Supervillain number 6. Yes, they are delicious. I do like them. It's like, this one's interesting. It's sort of just a strip of fruit with 2 flavors. So Jorf, I guess we found something I need to go look into. My goodness. Let me go grab the right card pack. I just wanted to see those on stream because I found those in the store today. That's weird. So we'll have to think about this. Are we gonna collect these too? Look how tall that is. I don't have a book for that. I'll have to figure something out. Be right back. Whoa, okay. Here is this is the Bear Fruit Rolls, 4 ingredients. This is our normal pack. Let's see what we got. Camel! Jorf, another new one. That's card 60 of 60. That is a camel. It's got a maze on the back. So, good job, Jorf. That's his, 3rd new one in a row now. Of course, up above my head, egg-eating snake. And was the last, 2 ago. And this last one, last time we got the zebra pack. Funny, I have to start doing something different. I don't know. When I first bought them, I just bought them for a snack. And I got Panda when I opened it off stream just to eat it. And I thought, I'm gonna collect these cards on stream because they're kind of adorable. I mean, look how cute. Look at that camel just enjoying the night there. Hanging out. They're not great, yes. We do have a tiger though. It's just not named Tony. And so there's 60 total, but here's our duplicates. These are all the duplicates we have. Look at this thick stack here. It's like mandrill, geckos. We got so many of these things. But yeah, we're just collecting them to get them all. We're now at 44 of 60 with Camel, so we're getting close. I guess we'll start collecting the Super Science Squad. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. I don't know how I feel about the super science going. Super villain number 6. Anyway, that was the mild surprise. Anyone that was waiting with bare anticipation was the strange and unusual new fruit snack variation. Oh. All right, we're back to our game. Thanks so much for the fruit pull, Jorf. Thanks for redeeming that. That was fun. I was excited for this one. Bacon, human leg, egg. I don't know how to nay something. I'm at a bit of a loss. High bridle. I don't understand that. Dang it. How do you call a horse? Do we have those grapes still? Look, grapes. Do we have grapes? Try carrots. Yeah, I wish we had some carrots. It's funny, we don't have the... So we tricked a Cyclops into giving us grapes. Don't ask, but we don't actually seem to have the grapes, which is unfortunate. The closest thing I have to anything is wine. I have 1 skin of wine. Yeah, we used, so we started with 20 pounds of wax or 25 pounds of wax, and we used like 20 of it to build some wings out of the feathers of a condor that slammed into our boat and died. Yeah, maybe I have the grapes, but it just doesn't show them. Drop grapes? It doesn't know how to yet. Sorry, it just says how to use the grapes. Row grapes. Nah, I don't think I actually have the grapes. I think the grapes are a virtual item just to trick the Cyclops. So what happens is you give him wine and he's like, this is great. How do you get some more of this? And you're like, I need grapes. And he wanders off, and while he's gone, you whittle a stick into a spear and get ready to stab him in the eye when he gets back. And it says he hands you grapes, but you don't seem to actually get them. Aramath! We did go by the island of the Sirens, but we just sort of like left. We didn't actually go there. So I wonder if there's if you get, because you can go close to the island and you get trapped and die. Maybe if you make that mistake, you can escape with the wax, just in case. But we actually bypassed it by listening to the wind, which told us the directions to go to avoid it. So that's how we've ended up here at this lovely screen, which is not pleasant to look at, I realize. I had an idea. Oh, I know. I was going to use the mallet. Let's see if the mallet does anything, like cracks a hole in the wall or something. Use mallet. How? Hit wall. Smash cliff? Hit cliff? Bonk? That's probably not right. I don't know how to bonk something. Use mallet. So it says how here. If we go south, and if we say use mallet on this screen, it says how. Okay. Sometimes you can get clues because it'll say like, I don't understand that when you say like use mallet on a screen where it's not used versus a screen it's used on, but that doesn't seem to be the case here. So row bridle. I don't know why I would do that. Let's just keep exploring. There's a dwarf also running around who steals all our items, so it's kind of upsetting if that happens. No, we never went to the island. So we tried to go to the island of the Sirens and we just died immediately because the rocks like broke our ship apart. It's not even like you get to the island. It's if you go towards it, your ship gets destroyed. So it's not like we landed there and died because we couldn't leave. I don't know if the wax would help other than to not get stuck there. We're lost in a jungle. Okay, so that's truly the end of the jungle. Look, tree. Nothing special. Climb unclimbable cliff. That's right. Let's look at the mallet. That's one of our new items. The mallet seems alive with power. Disconcerting. Hold mallet. I don't understand that. All right, north. Also, part of our crew, we have Hercules with us. He doesn't seem to do much of anything, but we are going to do this. I'm going to restore game because I want to see the hint about the horse, because I sort of the raid happened right then, and I wasn't paying good attention. And the save's like right before we got here, so it's not a big deal. So here's the cliff. This is the first time we go towards it. You're in a jungle. There's a cliff just ahead of you, and you hear a horse's neigh nearby. So look up. Up. Nothing such. Look, horse. Listen, horse. I don't know how to listen. Hercules is usually cool, but so far he's been very not helpful. He hasn't actually done anything yet. I'm sure he's waiting for when he's absolutely needed, but dash cliff. Hit cliff. That's how you spell cliff. Hit cliff. I don't understand that. Whack. Mallet. No, you don't mallet something, do you? Look, cliff. It's just unclimbable. Yeah, he hasn't been so exciting. I was thinking maybe if I drop the reins and the bridle, the Pegasus will just come hook itself up. Looks like that's a no. Get bridle. Got to redraw here. Get reins. What else could I like? So it said you hear a horse neigh nearby. Maybe it's just like somewhere else. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just supposed to go to that screen and then wander somewhere else. Like if we go west, we can then go north from here. Oh yeah, drop mallet. We've never looked at the mallet. Okay, yeah, just sort of is just a little mallet. North. So what if we go north and then come around the cliff to the side here? North. Oh wow, we're just stuck here. So yeah, we're just wandering in the jungle, lost. So that's a dead end. So we can't go any directions but south. But west there. So we can go south from that tree. Can go east down here. No, south here. Yes. Ooh, we're very far south. Sometimes being an editor is like working a normal 9 to 5. Is it all work from home? That's nice, at least. I have to go in about halftime. You're wandering hopelessly in the jungle. Hopelessly in the jungle. R is not the right direction. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, stumbling through the jungle is where we come to this. Yeah, I was going to say it's right where the skeletons are. So this is where the skeletons were. Oh, no, not at all. It said a horse is nearby. Maybe I can just say call Pegasus. Maybe I'm just supposed to know. Pegasus. I can spell. Is that not how you spell Pegasus? Oh wait, that's a verb. Look Pegasus. You see nothing special. Just a horse with wings. Oh, you don't like to have... Yeah, I know what you mean. Oh man. Mysterious best. I've definitely done that too when I'm working on something. And I just kind of keep going. When you're on a roll though, it's kind of nice just to just do it. Sorry, this is... Y'all rated right after we did so much stuff, and now it's kind of ran into a standstill here. This is what people were mad about? Oh boy. Scale cliff. Am I just a make handholds? Cut cliff. Use sword. Slice cliff. Jump. Look up. Up. Climb. Up. You can't go in that direction. Sorry. Whistle. I don't know how to whistle. Holler. I don't know how to holler. Every guide says I had to look up a guide. Oh, bother. Maxilla! I don't know how to go ocean. Yeah, we talked all about go ocean. Look at that Rusalka just taking him down. Thank you so much for the 25 bits. Maxilla, have you been here? Have you missed all of our progress? We stabbed the Cyclops. Oh no, you don't know how to say goodbye to the mallet man. I don't know how to say hello. I don't know how to love. So we're making a joke, because if you say a verb that's not real. Maxilla! Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Oh, that's okay. I know you're always loving the Sierra. But what was I saying? Oh, we stabbed the Cyclops. We used a magic word that Jorf decoded 7 Cs to run off the harpies. We got a mallet from the caged man. Did I go east? I actually meant to go west there. Sorry, we're traipsing through the jungle right now. I'm trying to make my way back to Maxilla. That's my face. Oh no. Okay, so it should be south and then west north, right? To get to the cave? Ugh, this jungle's lost. No, see, that's not... Oh, this is frustrating. This jungle is clearly non-linear, which is upsetting. I think this is it. Is this the place south of the... Oh, bother. Are we trapped? Can we not go back? So this is the tree again. Yeah. Maybe it's southeast. I mean southwest. Okay, these are the 3. And then if we go west from here, looks the same. You're in jungle. I'm looking at my map, which is just a bunch of letters. You're stumbling through the jungle. So north, right? No, gosh, blast. This is upsetting. We're clearly lost in the jungle. You're in a large clearing. You are wandering lost in the jungle. Your crew is following you. This tree is suspicious, but doesn't seem to do anything other than mark where we're at. So if we go south, Can we go south again? Yes. Here we go. Okay, those are 4 of them now. Yeah, no, absolutely. I think that's it. Is this the north one? I think this might be it. Yeah, that's how these games are. They definitely can get a little tedious. But it's interesting from a more historical way of where games came from. Because I have the patience of a mildly patient thing. Unless it's Treasure Master, in which case I do not. Okay, we are in a dense jungle. Okay, this is better. North here. Oh, the cave! Okay, I just wasn't going west far enough. It's like west twice, so fair enough. East. Well, this one was more exciting about, I don't know, 15 minutes ago before we kind of hit a pretty hard dead end. We're going to go back to the siren and see if wax in our ears works. I'm also going to go talk to this mallet guy. He's like... That's about... You can't ask about, you can just... Ask man. I just feel like we left so suddenly. This is the guy we saved from harpies, and he gave us the enchanted mallet. I don't know. Yeah, I've played a few. I've played some pretty good modern text adventures. That's true. Usually with people, they'll tell you at least something. They'll say something. Most people so far I've met have said something. It just feels weird he didn't say anything. Just handed me the mallet. All right, we're back on the beach. Go boat. He liked the harpies. Oh, he's like a shark diver. He was just in the cage for protection, but he wanted to like check them out. That makes sense. Yeah, I should have read the room better. Let's go south. What? That made no sense. I'm not sure I understand how that worked, but twine, yeah, I've seen that. I haven't played a text game that's new in quite a while, but I mean, like in the last 5 years or so, but. West. The best one I played was on a iPad recently. And I mean, it had some graphics, but there we go. Here's the Siren's Island. Use wax. Stuff ears. Put wax. Plug ears with wax. How? Plug ears with wax. How? The irate gamer from Rome. Yeah, he's all the characters. Some of the characters look very silly. What is it called when you make things into little? Like you do this? Is this what I have to do with the wax? Plug ears. Wax. I don't understand that. Smooth wax. Need wax. Roll wax. Ball. Ball is not a verb, but we'll go for it. Yeah, I don't know how to ball something. All right. Going to the thesaurus. Need thesaurus. Let's get some need synonyms here. Massage, rub. We could do rub. Rub is a very popular word with the Sierra guys. Rub wax. No. Shape wax. No. Blend form. Form wax. That feels good. Mold wax? Aerate. I'm just gonna use the oops, I didn't know. So alter wax. I'm using all of the synonyms for need. Press wax. Fly wax. Fly wax. Because sometimes they use like words. Manipulate wax. I don't know how to manipulate something. Also, you'll notice sometimes from the response, this does only take 8 letters, 8 characters. Alter wax. That sounds dumb. I think I already did that one. Twist wax. Work wax. I think this is a massage wax. Yeah, because of the way Hercules was, yeah. I think 8 each word, because let's try it with, what's a word it does now? 7 C's. And then another word it knows that's long. Is that right? Nah, well, I'm sorry. Those are both actual words. Oh, we died. So I accidentally scrolled it because I was hitting enter from the last command, but that says we got dashed on the rocks as we were lured to the island. So we had quite a while to try and mess with the wax, but squeeze wax, push wax, and stroke wax I still didn't do. I kind of froze there. Apologies. It looks like that thesaurus decided to pop open a video ad, so that's kind of slowed me down. All right, let's restore real quick. And we're going to reset because that's how this game freezes when it ends. So we gotta reload it. There we go. It's a 2-disc game. So Bob Davis and Ken Williams, like I was saying, it's on the Apple II. Get side B in here, flip the disc, and pop in our save game. This is where you start the game. We're in an ancient Greece city. It's a 3-way road. We go talk to the king, and he tells us to go find the golden fleece. And we kind of get lost in the ocean, find the island of storms. We get a potion. We find Pluto, and we use pocket sand on him. And then eventually, much later, we use the potion on Neptune to get to the island of the Sirens, where we just sail past. So it's kind of where we just were. And then we get to this island where we fight the Cyclops and the Harpies, and then try to find the Pegasus. That's where we're sort of at now. I've never played this game, by the way, so that's why we're lost, confused, and doing terribly. Yeah. Allo? I don't think so. Pretty much the only the only names I've seen on game development are Bob, Ken, and Roberta so far, I think. I'm trying to remember who did. Oh gosh, I went north early. Now I gotta go back again. Too hard, so soften and shape it. Hey, thank you, Bunny. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate that. How low is your sunscreen? Have a great sleep. Oh, aloe, gosh, my pun reading has failed me. I must be getting tired. I vaguely remember my way through the jungle here. So I wonder if, can we mess with the wax now? Like, what if I say plug ears now? Or do we gotta be like in that like range? Plug ears. I don't understand that, yeah. So let's go ahead and save the game here. And we'll just do it over that disc we had, because there's no sense in being here versus, or sorry, go boat. Bread lions. Yeah, you gotta watch out for your bread lions. Classic bread lions. Classic bread lions. That's, of course, before they invented the thorn lion. A little more traditional nowadays, but a west first. East? Right, then south, okay. It's very strange geography here in the ocean. All right, so that's the jungle island, and if we go south and then west, gun lion. Gun lion? I didn't know any of them had a gun. I feel like if anyone would have a gun, though, it would be... All right, so we're going to save game here as well. But, of course, we're going to save it on a different disc. We're going to call it 7S for Siren. 7S. All right. Made a new disc. A drive. All right. What were the new ones? Shape wax. Oh, what were the other ones I said I hadn't tried? Darn it. I'm gonna have to look it back up. I may go a little, like, slideshow for a few seconds here. Push, squeeze, stroke. That's it. All right. Push wax. Squeeze. Wax. Okay, the wax is now soft. What do you want to do with it? Shape wax? No, plug ears. You have put wax in the ears of all your men. Do you want some? Yes, okay. You have drifted safely away from the island. You and your men assume your normal business and discard the wax. Okay, so easy squeezy. The other thing is you don't feel useful, in fact, replaceable. Oh gosh. No. I mean, that is some jobs can get really monotonous in that way though. Especially if you're doing something, what's the word? Not the word standard, but doing something that's very like similar. It can start to feel like that. Yeah, especially if it's a very, very large company, it can feel that way. That's something companies struggle with is not having that happen. Oh, Mysterious Besta, I used Squeeze. It was like the 9th on my thesaurus list that I had, so I finally got to Squeeze. Hold wax. Interesting. Yeah, squeeze worked. So hold is strange. Like prepare the wax to be placed in my ear. Yeah, I would never have said that. That's interesting. Well, hey, when we write our guide, we'll be the cool kids with squeeze. None of this hold stuff. Also, we didn't have to look up. Oh, that's not the part. You said they had to look up for the cliff. I was gonna say, hey, we didn't have to look up, but of course, it didn't do it. I mean, it only let us escape, so it was like I suspected, which is it didn't actually get us anything new. We just got to experience it, which I do like to do, so I'm glad we went back and did that. Yeah, is it supposed to have done something else? Because it just kicked us out of the island instantly. No siren said anything. Hold on, here. You don't say. I'm gonna reload. hey, watch this. Reload game. So maybe it's because we're like coming back to the island and we weren't quite there. So let's restore. Sorry, not reload. Restore game. So here we're back at the Siren Island. Oh, I would never do that. So squeeze wax. Okay, the wax is now soft. Plug. Wow. Yeah, Maxilla. Plug ears. You've put wax in the ears of all your men. Do you want some? No. Okay. What about yourself? Oh. High rope. Yourself. I figured that one out on myself. Do you mean you tie yourself to the mast? Yes. Ha! Look at that. That part I remember. That makes sense. Oh, Arseny. Thank you so much. And thanks for hanging out. It's good chatting. All right. The Song of the Sirens is terrifying, yet you struggle to go to them. They mimic loved ones who have passed on and repeat a rhyme. Many search, but none will find priceless treasure left behind. Prison steep the keepers cruel. They built the key of Suppatul. Suppatul? What? Is it cheating to look up that word? The heck? Whoa, okay. It is cheating to look up that word. The first thing that came up said, walk through Ulysses, and I closed it immediately. Yes, I see that. It's a secret word. I see, understood. Got it. I go stand somewhere and say it. As usual. Oh crap, 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 oh crap. I didn't write it down. So I wrote it from memory. We'll have to go clip it and figure it out if I can't spell it right. I think I got it. I think I got it. Oh, thank you. Okay, no problem. But thank you. Yeah, we'll try. It's been better today. You'd have really not liked it the other day. We sat in the same room for like, oh man, like 2 hours. It's awful. We once sat on the boat, unable to go into the ocean for an hour and a half. So, you know, sometimes it gets like that. It can be pretty rough. Yep. Yeah, we had the world books, I think. Is that what we had? I think we had world books. So I solved a couple puzzles. I know in Quest for Glory 2, it says, what's the name of power? And I looked up biblical figures because I remember it was something about them, and I finally found, I think it's Solomon is the answer. It's when you're in the cave. Sorry for spoilers if you're planning on playing that. I should probably have said something first, but point is, yes, looking up stuff. Of course, I had the internet at that point. I think we had, let's see, Quest for Glory 2 might have been, that was after Prodigy. I don't know. We would have had something, but it was much harder to find info like that. There wasn't as many centralized sources. Go Island. It was, yeah, last Wednesday, but yeah, it's not north. All right, I think my map will get us back to the cliff pretty quickly, so this shouldn't take too long. So south here, then east, and then south is we'll be at the cave here. Nope. My map sucks. Apologies. So that must mean I might need to go north one more time then. East one more time? Interesting. No, I'm just completely lost. Free items at the shop. We can't get back to the shop. Wow. If this game made something where that would be cruel too. Where you had to get like to the end and it was like, you'll never beat the game if you don't tell the shopkeep, secret word, and like, then you have to restart, and I might not be okay with that. That would be really cruel. Yeah, the only way back there right now is to restart. Unless there's something opens up, but you can't go back behind the Island of Storms. You're stuck in like a maze. Supple tool. Thank you, Maxilla. I'm checking if I wrote it down right. Yeah, it looks like I did get the spelling right, which is good. Thank you for finding that, though. Because I wasn't sure. I wish my tool was supple. Yes, indeed. Goodness, after I've said that, I wish I hadn't. Out loud. Here we go. You hear a horse's neigh nearby. A deafening roar, and the cliff opens before you. All right, let's go ahead and save this. No need to ever do that again. All right, north. Your crew stays behind. Pegasus! Pegasus! All right, you're in a small valley surrounded by steep cliffs. There's a tree here surrounded by giant thorns. Is that the fleece? Is that the fleece? Is that the fleece? Use bridle. Use reins. All right, pet Pegasus. I don't know how to pet something. What sort of life are you living in? Kill the horse so the crew doesn't eat us. So if anyone wasn't here earlier, before we killed the Cyclops to steal his sheep to feed our crew mutton, if we took too long, the crew would kill us and eat Ulysses. It was pretty brutal. Talk Pegasus. All right. Look trap. Oh man. Untie Pegasus. Look. Here we go. Look Pegasus. This is the legendary Pegasus. Okay, that's useless. What is its foot in? Use sword. Nothing happens. Okay. Not to kill the Pegasus, to chop its bindings. That's the idea. Yeah, that horse is handcuffed. Something was going on in here. So the regular sword was our steel for starting a fire, and also for whittling the wood. Now, that sword wouldn't have killed the skeleton, so we needed the enchanted sword for that. The mallet we have not used, which maybe we should. As you strike the chain with the enchanted mallet, they both disappear. Well, there you go. Let's try this. Use bridle. Put bridle? Ah. Put reins. Okay. Look. Thorns. Nothing special. Look. Fleece. Yeah, fleece. Oh, to be like an executive for Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon. It'd be fun to do choose shows and stuff. You've gone too close to the tree and become entangled in the thorns. I like to think it's like that saw trap, that one saw trap with the barbed wire. I'm just sort of struggling back there while the Pegasus watches in laughter. Yeah, sorry for the graphic nature of that. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think we're about to beat this game. How exciting. Okay. So we could use the sword again. I mean, that's not a terrible idea. For the thorns, it's probably what I'll do. All right, you hear a loud rumble and the cliff closes forever. I don't think it meant to say that. I think that was a bug. Oh. Use mallet. I like that use bridle doesn't work, but put bridle does, which is outrageous. Put reins. Cut thorns. Let's save game. No sense in saving out there if we could save in here, huh? Use sword. Mount Pegasus. Oh! As you mount the Pegasus, he takes off with a great leap, flying over to the tree and the thorns, and he sets you down next to the tree. You're in a small valley next to a tree. Get Fleece. You're in a small valley next to the tree. Well, I wasn't thinking of it as high up. I didn't think the Pegasus wanted to land on it either. Am I still on the Pegasus? Pegasus swiftly leaps into the air, carrying you safely home to the king. Oh, your crew follows by sea. I was like, oh, we're back at the castle. I don't know. Let's try not to get stabbed by this guard. Talk guard. The guard asks, "Are you Ulysses?" Yes. Good. The king is expecting you. I will escort you. I knew this would be the trick. You're standing in the king's throne room, standing before his majesty. Bow. Okay, I bowed. There we go. Give Fleece. The king delightedly takes the fleece. He awards you a kingdom of your own and 300 bags of gold. Congratulations, you have successfully completed Ulysses and the Golden Fleece and are hereby declared a level 2 adventurer. What? Now hold on just a minute. Do the levels go up? Because I'm already a level 3 adventurer from The Princess and the Wizard. And before that, I was a junior master adventurer. So I don't understand what's happening now. I'm just going to add this to my list of qualifications and assume that whoever needs to know knows the difference. There we go. I'm also a level 2 adventurer if it ever comes up that someone needs to know. There we go. Third class and one that makes you ultimate. For adventurer 3rd class to adventurer 2nd class. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Well, I don't even know what's next. Let's look it up. High res adventure. Numero 4. No, number 5, sorry. Number 5 is called Time Zone. Time Zone? Oh, Time Zone? What does that mean? That sounds intriguing. All right, I'm gonna go grab it from my pile of Apple II ROMs. And we're gonna open it up and look at it, because it's not quite time to go. Time Zone. Oh, I can't type Kill King. Because it's froze. It's all froze. Well, well, well. Who's excited for Time Zone? That sounds modern. I like when these things take place in modern times. Like, I play NES games on Tuesday, Thursday, like blind playthroughs, and we played Deja Vu recently, and that was fun. I'd always really loved Shadowgate, but I'd never played Deja Vu, so that was awesome. Discs. Let's see here. What is it? Time Zone. Yeah, Deja Vu. It's like a point and click adventure, but if you know Shadowgate, it's basically exactly the same as Shadowgate, but a different story. High-res computer game 2. Why isn't it here? You already saw that game? Yeah, I feel like I've played that before. How come every time I look for these games, it always is like I don't have it, and then I realize it's under a different name? Let me double check and make sure that this was released for the Apple II and not... Yeah, I found it. Okay. Got it. Okay, I see where it's at. Time Zone. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm gonna load it up for a minute. We're not gonna play all the way through, but guys, here's what I have for Time Zone. Disc 1 of 6, side A, side B, 2 of 6 AB, 3 of 6 AB, 4 of 6 AB, 5 of 6 AB, and 6 of 6 AB. What? Is this gonna take us years? Is this gonna take us years to play? What the heck? What? That's insane how many there are. The next most important video game ever created. That's right. So there was a magazine article for Ulysses and the Golden Fleece, and its byline was the most important video game ever created. I mean, it was fun and it's interesting, but I don't know about that. Sorry, I'm getting all these discs together. I don't like to use them directly out of my repository because you can accidentally save game over the adventure disc, which is unpleasant. And so it's good to have the original copies safe and sound, tucked away, and make copies of the ones you're actually going to use for obvious reasons. Okay, it looks like there's 2 versions. We're going to start on the first version, but I think we may switch over to the other because it looks like it's an Apple II Plus. It's a little, and maybe the graphics are a little better. That'd be kind of interesting to see. Here we go, loading it up. Apple IIe Time Zone. Here we go. Produced Bob Davis and Jeff Stevenson by Ken and Roberta Williams. Graphics by Terry Pierce and Michelle Pritchard. All right. Well, look at that. Back up the game discs now. High-Res Adventure number 5, version 1.1, 1982, online systems. I'd like to play the game. Please insert disc 1B. Can do. Got it right here. Look at that house. You're in front of your own house. Go door. As you awaken from a heavy night's sleep, you are haunted by the memory of a strange dream. Although it's not entirely clear, you can remember significant portions of it. A terrestrial guardian or keeper of sorts has chosen you for the task of securing the Earth's future by destroying the evil ruler of a distant planet Neburon. Okay. And offers you the ability of time and space travel in order to do so. Somewhat nervous by the realism of your dream, you decide to take a walk to clear your head. You're in front of your own house. You unfortunately look kind of like the Schneider guy from Nickelodeon. Me? Like Dan? Oh no. That's unfortunate. A little smaller than I think he is. But... yeah, I don't really either, but you know, I get a lot of stuff. It's funny because it's weird. Like some people say people look like people, and what is it? And like other people completely disagree, and others completely agree, and you never know. I think people look at different things to identify faces, and so like what's similar and what's different is different for everyone, if that makes sense. Yeah, for sure. And so like, but he may be not thinking about that. Maybe it's like the shape of something, and you know, it's weird and interesting. I bet there's a whole field of study. Yeah. But there's a whole field of study on how different people recognize faces over others, and because there's definitely like if you look on like any kind of online thing where people are comparing celebrities who look the same, there's fervent disagreement. It's kind of interesting. You don't know how to open something? How are we gonna play a game where the main character doesn't know how to open something? Oh gosh. Well, guys, we're stuck on the first screen because no verbs seem to work. South? North. Okay, I don't know how I never tried north. What the heck? You're in a field of dry grass. There's a strange machine here. It appears to be pulsating. Okay, so this is like our... This is our, what is that thing called? TARDIS, yeah. Let's keep going north. Oh, I'm sorry. We just walked right past it. Screw that thing. The time zone machine. Oh my gosh, yeah, really tight pickle jar? I don't know. We'll have to ask the neighbor to open it. Go door. That makes no sense to me. Well, to be fair, it doesn't make sense to me either. Enter machine. Looking at the strange object, you are at first curious. Suddenly, the dream comes rushing back to you. You stand there with your heart leaping out of your chest. What a bad place in the sentence to break. Too stunned to move and filled with a strange mixture of fear and excitement as you realize, it wasn't a dream at all. The adventure begins. Okay, well, enter machine. I mean, oh, look at this little button there. You're inside a time machine. You hear a faint humming sound. There are 2 dials and a lever with a button next to it. A sit. Okay, the chair is comfortable. Bill and Ted's Excellent Time Zone Adventure. I hope so. I would like to go pick up George Washington or Ben Franklin. Who do they pick up? I need to see that movie. It's been a while. As you sit down, the machine seems to come to life. Okay. There are 2 dials and a lever with a button next to it. All right, yeah, we'll definitely push button randomly. That's the way to go, right? The machine starts vibrating violently and you feel dizzy, almost to the point of passing out. Suddenly you feel a terrible jolt and the machine is still. You're inside the machine. You hear a faint humming sound. There are 2 dials and a lever with a button next to it. Let's look dials. Which one did you look at? Okay, look blue dial. There are words written around the blue dial. They are as follows: Europe, Africa, Australia, Antarctica, Asia, North America, NA, South America, SA. Whew. Oh, and interplanetary, IP. You're inside a time machine. Okay, look orange. Jeez. There are numbers written around the orange dial. They are as follows: 400 million BC, 10,000 BC, 50 BC, 1000 AD, 1400 AD, 1700 AD, 2082 AD. Well, that's interesting. There's no modern time. Is that odd? 4082. There's no, in this game's case, 1980s or even... Interesting. Strange things are afoot at that Circle K. All right, let's look lever. You don't, why don't you try pushing the lever? Okay, push lever. The time controls have not been properly adjusted. Okay. Adjust blue. Use blue. That makes no sense to me. Turn blue. You hold your breath. No, what? To what? To IP. What? Oh, for goodness sakes. The word to is not necessary. Okay. Turn blue. Oh, just IP. Okay, it is now set. Turn orange. 40 mil BC. Ah, darn it. Look orange. Wrong lever. I haven't watched it enough to just like know. 400 million BC. That's why I screwed up. Turn orange. To what? 400 mil BC. Okay. All right. Pull lever. The machine starts vibrating violently, and you feel dizzy, almost to the point of passing out. Suddenly, a terrible jolt, and the machine is still. The continents, as we know them, did not exist in that era. You are in the prehistoric age. You have tried to take something too far back in time. It has been lost. You're inside a time machine. You hear a faint humming. Blah, blah, blah. Stand. Exit machine. You're in a pretty green meadow. All right. Our house is still here. Why not? Drink water. That makes no sense to me. Well, makes sense. Let's go west. Dinosaur! Dinosaur! What is he eating? Like a blanket. Dinosaur with a blanket. You're at the edge of a large lake that extends to the east. There's a brontosaurus in the lake. Talk brontosaurus. I don't know how to talk. Okay. Look brontosaurus. The brontosaurus is peacefully eating plants at the lake. Yeah, all right. I'll leave him alone. 1982. Don't worry. I was going to say, do brontosauruses even exist anymore? Or is that's like a made-up thing, right? When did we stop having brontosaurus? When rename. Oh gosh. 1905? Oh dear. Yeah, it says they officially renamed it in 1905. The Apatosaurus or whatever. That's interesting. And then even then, I think that's changed also since, like, what? Anyway. I'm not up to date on dinosaurs, but I know that things are in flux in that way. You were in a creepy jungle. All right, we're going to get ready to go here in a minute, but it's fun to check this out. We'll probably just start over next time, so we're going to, like, reset our death/restarts, not count this. We usually don't count the first little look, so we're at 0. I think we probably made deaths like more like 75 deaths, 6 restarts. Not bad considering the store. We guessed on our second try that we wouldn't need a lantern. So I think that's a really good job on our kid, on our front or whatever. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Let's see. So what should we? I guess we'll just wander around for a little longer. That was fun. Oh, let me finish this. And also, I think I kind of dropped off because I was so excited about beating it. One sec, let me go back. There it is. Okay. So there we go. Save that. All right, cool. We had memes about Dora the Explorer on Bunny's stream. I didn't. I was a little older. I only incidentally saw Dora the Explorer when my sister was watching it, and she even was a little old. It's just we just were like right on the edge of that. Oh, I like that. I see a pterodactyl overhead. Go cave. This game's gonna be insane, guys. Think about it. We could have gone anywhere. And like, there's like 8 times in 8 locations, and we have no idea what we're even trying to do. Oh, God. This is gonna be nuts. Down. What are those? Get rock? What's on the ground? Look at this window. This is like the Flintstones house. Look. Floor. Just look. That makes no sense. Look room. Oh gosh, you're inside a cave. Okay. Look window. I don't understand. North, south, east, west. There we go. I think it's late 90s, right? Maybe. I don't know when it came out. Oh, I see. There's no pterodactyl anymore. That was just somewhere for us to duck so we didn't get eaten, probably. There's a pointed stick here. We are gods now. The year 2000. Wow, that's close. Pilot was 1980. That's impressive. I remember in the 80s, I was watching like David the Gnome. That weird koala bear show. South, east, west. Oh man, south, north. I have a stick now. I can poke things. You know what game is really good? And I love, we'll play the LucasArts eventually, but gosh, who knows when that'll be, is Maniac Mansion 2. What a game. I love that game. Wait, what's up? Do you want me to stab the Brontosaurus? Dinosaur stick. Discover fire. I hope so. But this is a pointy stick. I might need a flat stick now. I got no west, north, east. Ah, there's my. I was like, where's my time machine? Whoa, that looks like a badly drawn Tyrannosaurus. Yes. Use stick. I don't know how to use something. I don't know how to stick. Just stick. Hold stick. Stab. Oh crap. My character doesn't know how to do anything. There is a Tyrannosaurus coming straight at you. Attack. Tyrannosaurus. Pet. Sit. Day of the Tentacle. Yes, that's the game. Let's find out. Stupefy. That's not enough letters. What's a word? I guess we could just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes, it does. Or it appears to. Supple tool! Maxilla. That's what a plan. I don't know how to supple to something. Oh, that's a good point. I wonder if it like has a special like way to check like in the other game. What if I had not typed it all out? I wonder. Easy. Sesame. Hiss. Let's use them all. Hocus. What else we got? Lucy. That's a bad one. Lucy makes all your stuff vanish. It's no good. I can't stab him? What the point of the stick then? Look, stick. Oh dear. He's very hungry. Yes. Oh, thank goodness. So, for whatever reason, that last game did not have a would you like to play again? And it was so annoying. But he isn't anymore because he just ate you. Would you like to play again? Yes. So, thank goodness this has a There are 12 sides of discs. There are 12 sides of discs in this game. I don't even know what to think of that. 12. 12. That's more discs than any game I've ever heard of. It's not really. I played plenty of games with more discs than that, but it is a lot for the Apple II, I feel like. It's kind of crazy, actually. I'm going to really quickly load up that second one before I get us out of here. So just to see if it is different. And so we may play, we've looked at this version, but maybe we'll play the slightly better version. How about that? Time zone 48K. That'll be fun, right? Yeah, man, having to sit there and reshuffle the discs for Ulysses was like pretty much the worst thing. All right, so we're gonna do 48K version. All right, got those loaded up. That in there. Now, real quick, we're going to give ourselves an Apple II. All right, let's see what this looks like. It may be exactly the same. I mean, it's entirely possible. Yeah, so far, so similar. Well, looks exactly the same, but this is the like Apple II Plus version. Maybe this is a worse version. I guess I don't know for sure that that's the better one. But it's time for me to go. It is 3:30-ish. It's a little after. If anyone has someone to raid, let me know. We are going to go to the credits first, though. Check those out while I search for a target. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for the raid, Bunny Hooligan, and the cheers for Maxilla Willis, as well as the resub with Prime. Thank you so much, Maxilla. Depths. All right, let's do depths. We like depths. We can let depths know we got past the ocean. What's depths doing? Olivia's Mystery? Looks like a puzzle, but I don't know that one. Oh, Pixel Turkey. Well, we're already on depths. But I like Pixel Turkey too. They're awesome. They usually play in adventure games as well. But everyone have an awesome day. I'll be back Tuesday with some Fire and Ice. I used the level editor and I think I figured out 6-2. So then we're gonna have a whole bunch of level 10s to go through. So we're gonna do that Tuesday. Good night, Anitsu. Bye, Arseny. Thank you so much for hanging out. And everyone say hey. Have a good night. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jorf, we're going to get through that, I think. We'll see. I'm not like 100% certain, but it looks good on paper. Well, in game. Bye, all.